Hey everyone, and welcome to my first look at a wizard's lizard. Strange as it sounds, it's actually pretty fun. I like it so far. And, well, what it is a, they described it as an action RPG. You'll probably think of The Binding of Isaac as I start with it. Options aren't very robust. Let's see, can I? Yeah, these are the options. Disable music, disable sound effects, show HUD inventory. And I don't have an inventory right now, but as you can see, there's health, attack, armor, and speed, equipment, and inventory, or inventory if you prefer. You can pull that up with M if you're using a keyboard, but apparently you might have better movement and attacking with the gamepad, which it has support for. But, well, I don't have a weapon yet, so I'll show you. I deleted my save so that I could show off the beginning so you can see the story. So this is the wizard. Let's see what he has to say. He finishes adding a strange liquid to the cauldron before noticing you. And yes, we are literally a wizard's lizard. We are a lizard that, yeah, see? Just in time. So he's basically figured out eternal life, and, you know, he's going to master life and death because he lost his love and stuff. Note it has the controller thing, again, even though I'm using the keyboard. And, you know, this guy, Death, isn't very cool with that. He doesn't think that anyone should be able to master death. So he's saying that he is going to do worse things than death. And that plays into the story of the game, besides the fact that, of course, like, we're going to lose the wizard here. Big surprise. So he's going to bring suffering, life and death won't matter, and that plays into the mechanics of the game, which are pretty interesting. Death is like you're going to be required to die to get everything done. Let's see what this guy has to say. Yeah, we need to go rescue him from the crypt, and that's that. So we get our weapon here. What I like, we can fire diagonally, always, and all that stuff, and we can destroy things, but in here that doesn't actually matter. We don't need to do that. So let's get out of here. Now, well, first I'll talk to this guy, and he'll say we gotta go south. And then we'll find people in there. But, so you know, there's stuff to explore in here, but mostly, like, these are just places where all of your items and stuff will be displayed. I haven't done anything because I cleared my save so you could see the intro there. But, like, most of this place is just for displaying all of the things you found or killed or whatever. So, you're going to be able to track stuff. So now we're in the town, and they went to the cemetery. It's smart. We're going to have to rescue some of them. And ideally, I'm only going to cover, like, the first area and cemeteries to the east. So I'm going to cover the first area, ideally, and that'll be about that. I can kick the ball around if I so choose. Wait, I want to go get the chest because there's a chest in the town. Let's do that. Ah, okay. I can probably kill this dude because that's a thing you can do. Like, you can just murder people. He ain't even mad. Like, he's mad, but he's not that mad. Later, they'll kill me. I don't know if I'll be able to finish killing him. Is he gonna get over it, too? You can't, like... Okay, there we go. Okay, so I can kill him, but I can't take his stuff. In other shops, you're gonna be able to take, like, the stuff. Let's see if there's money laying around somewhere so that I can buy one of those things instead of what I have. Because, you know, that would help me out. Screw your tavern. I need loot. Alright, fine. So I won't be bothering with that. I don't want to look around too much. I just want to jump into the actual gameplay that you'll be seeing. I like how this ball is like a perpetual motion device, practically. So anyway, here we go. And these two will say approximately the same thing. Door is blocked by mysterious green crystals, and this one by mysterious red crystals. So, to the east, we enter the cemetery, where we instantly find money. And now to get back, oops, that was health, and I shouldn't have picked that up because that's recovery. You'll need recovery. I think that to get back, I have to, like, quit. Just, like, go back to the menu. So, now I got my first kill on a couple things, and that means that I can now go find them in the museum to see a little bit about them. So now these jerks are just, like, destroying me, which is fine. because I only need to be able to complete the first area. And if I can die, that'll actually be convenient because, like I said, death plays a part. Now I'm hoping to see a room. Yeah, they're mimics. I was hoping that that one wasn't, but I also don't know. Oh, there's the exit, by the way. So that I can get to the next area already, but I don't want to do that. I want to continue exploring here. Oops, there's a werewolf. So if I just die real quick, which I might or might not do, like I'd like to at least find a little bit of stuff. Oops, well that one was my fault. Jeez. Yeah, anyway, there's interactable stuff like that. So you walk over one of these and a zombie spawns, and each one spawns 3, and then you're done, farm some money. Okay, that one's not a thing, and that gave me some armor, as you can see. Got a leather tunic in my equipment now. And actually, why don't I show the HUD inventory so that you can see that I have it. So anyway, that is the exit to the forest that I found. You're just always going to find a crack in the wall that you can use to get to the next area, but I don't want to go there yet. There's going to be a boss, there's going to be lots of stuff to find, it's going to be worth my while to explore. And here is a pentagram room, which I don't believe matters at the moment, but if I die, this room will revive me if I stand in the pentagram for long enough. There'll be a little bar that appears. So basically, at some point, it's going to be important that I die, because there's going to be something that I can't get past, or, you know, something like that. So I'll be able to get past that when I'm dead, and note that, like, it's really dark now, it's going to be really light when I'm dead. So that's about that. I'm so nearly dead. Hey, it's not a thing. And then that one gave me a ring of minor defense. Now I have 2 armor. Let's look around for some health. Why are you running away from me? How did that kill me? I was between them. Anyway, now you can see it's light, and the ghosts wandering around that we saw are actually enemies for me to fight now. So, like I said, I can go to that pentagram room to revive, but why would I want to revive at the moment? So, alright, I'll leave that there, because these things are consistent, unlike, I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know, maybe I think of Rogue Legacy, where things weren't consistent like that. We do have to kill all the enemies before leaving the room, but anyway, you see that the bar starts filling up, but I didn't want to revive instantly, so I didn't just, like, stand in there and get that done. So anyway, I'll look around and find stuff. I haven't, like, actually looked into it to figure out how to tell mimics from regular chests, but it's not that important yet to me. Okay, werewolf, be careful. I don't want to deal with you. So, I'm really looking for something that requires me to be dead, because that's kind of why I'm dead. You're only going to get 1 pentagram room on a floor, as far as I know. Alright, let's see what's in here. Some boots. That's good. Alright, so here's a shop, and 2 of the things are health. So I don't really want to murder the dude. I'll buy this because it's pretty much going to be better than what we have. Let's see, attack 0. Attack 0, so... Okay, can I have this back? I paid good money for it. It seems to go faster, and it probably does more damage. Oops. Let's not put myself into too bad of a corner. So this is a townsfolk, and he's gonna be one of the dudes I rescue. Just kill the people in here, and yeah, they turn into ghosts, if you didn't notice before. Do that, and then we just talk to him. Thank you for saving me, and then he just goes back. So that's gonna get us rewards, like, eventually. And that's about that, so let's see. We can also use the inventory screen to look at the map and see that that's where I need to go to find something. So I prefer when it's brighter, so I kind of like being dead. But I don't know if being alive is ever important, or if you could do the whole thing dead and not worry. And by the way, it is smart to farm these if you want, like, if you have any reason to, because, like, you get money for it. So, I mean, I'm not taking the time because I'm just showing off stuff. Okay, so here's a room where we need to be dead. You see those like faint outlines of things? These are blocks, and if you're alive, they will not be something that you can get past. But since I'm dead, I can get the slime key, and it will be no big deal. So now I got some actual gauntlets, or really gloves since they're just leather. But yeah, you need to be dead to get that key, and there are other things, I'm sure, later in the game where being dead plays a role, because that's just part of it. So that's pretty cool. Now you know, and we can go back to the pentagram and revive, which I'm going to do now. And the reason for that is that if I fight a boss, I would like to be alive for that, because then I can die and have the boss stay at its health, stay whatever health it was at. So I'm going to revive now. We just stand here and wait. And boom, we're alive, but we have less health. So that means that I want to go find the food that I left laying around, which I believe was right there. So yes, it revives you at 50 health. That's problematic in some cases. So I'd like to hope that I can get some more health as we continue. But I'd like to find the first boss, see what's up, and then remember, we already found the exit, so I'll go back there when I'm done, and that'll be that. Okay. Bunch of dudes here, that's fine. I'm thinking that the mimics are just not sparkly, because that is not sparkly, and there are other sparkly chests. So I'm thinking that that's a mimic. No one said they had to be, like, well hidden. No, it's sparkly. What am I talking about? But it was a mimic. I don't know if you can, like, because I was shooting it, I don't know if you can activate them without taking damage. Alright, so it at least doesn't do any less damage, which is something. Destroy whatever stuff. I mean, you can destroy the lights too, and they give you stuff, but then it gets darker. So I kind of abstained from doing that. At least for the sake of the video. But like I was saying, I like this game. It will remind many people of Isaac. And, I mean, it's similar. It's got its similarities. But it's also a very different game. So, I mean, it's not like a blatant copy, and it's not really how things work anyway. So I enjoy it so far, and I could see myself playing more to try and complete it. There are 5 areas, and they get tougher, of course. Alright, helmet. That's cool. And each of them will require a mastery of life and death, probably. So here is a blueprint, but I can't afford it, and you actually can't murder this dude. So blueprint lets the blacksmith in town make more stuff for you, and I might have murdered him. So here's our boss. And that's a zombie warlord, and that's cool. I can deal with it. And so what it'll do is it'll do that. And pretty much it just takes a while to kill, and if you know what you're dodging, it won't be too much of a problem. So then he does that, and then we just stay moderately far away, so we don't have to deal with it. Then he's going to spawn a bunch of enemies, and we have to deal with them. Which is okay, I can do that. And of course, it won't go this smoothly probably the first time you fight any of the bosses. I fought the boss once. And by the way, after the boss, we will get like a treasure room, basically, where we pick up something from a chest. Okay, so now he's just going to slowly stop spinning that, and we can just get some free attacks in. And then he's going to start chasing us again. And I can't really get him close enough to any of the explosive barrels to actually hit him with them, sadly. Otherwise, that would be pretty much my jam, because I imagine that would make the fight a little bit smoother. Oops. Yeah, consistent pattern though, it's not a big deal. I will just see where he is. And then kill some zombies, which, hey, that's cool. And remember, if we die, all of the ghosts will become enemies that we have to deal with again. But they're all one-hit enemies anyway, so it's not a big deal. I can deal with that. So now I'm just gonna stand here and attack him while he's still swinging his thing, and we're halfway done. So once we deal with him, we'll see what the treasure has, what the treasure room is. And last time for me it was a weapon, which was pretty decent. I mean, it was a poison sword, and we threw it and it poisoned stuff. It seemed to have reasonable damage, and it poisoned them, so it did damage over time, which was nice. And so with the controller, like I said, you might have full 360 degree shooting and such, which would be pretty useful, as of course I only have 8 directional with the keyboard. I just didn't feel like playing with controller. Because I don't know, this game being similar to Isaac feels natural for me on a controller. Or on a keyboard. But I can see the advantage, and if I continued to play it, probably would switch, if that's the case. So he's going to be dead shortly. And, yeah, there we go. So he doesn't even drop anything for us, he's just like a pile of ash there. And now we get our treasure. And this one is a royal dagger. Alright, I mean, I'm definitely going to give it a go. And let's see where this leads. Ah, this is also a completion of the dungeon. So you can speed run your way through the dungeon, not really collecting things, just finding the crack in the wall. Or you can beat the boss. So I just want to try out this weapon now. Okay, so this one took us to the sewer. The other one would have taken us to the forest. Wow, this is, like, crazy. I want to try it out. And then, like, end the episode, pretty much. I mean, I don't know, because things do lots of damage to me, or have lots of health. So I don't know how prepared I am for this. Oh. I mean, I don't know. Seems like a decent weapon, so now I died. Actually, it would be a reasonable plan... Don't be a butt. For me to actually die, like, fully. And the reason for that would be so that I can go back to the town. But also, like I said, I think actually, why don't I just quit, and then play, and then here I am back in the town, with nothing. So you do, I guess, lose your progress there. But that's not how you get to the museum. The museum's all the way up yonder. So I'm going to go in here and show you just that there's stuff laying around that I can check out. Like, look, here, Hall of Graves. Killed this dude. I've killed 4 of them. I've killed 1 zombie warlord, and I haven't killed some enemies here. And I don't think I actually managed to collect any particularly interesting items. But I haven't really explored, but I don't know where the items are, so. Hall of the Dead? I don't know. Anyway, that's the idea behind a Wizard's Lizard, and ultimately, of course, you're going to get to the place where, like, to the crypt where the wizard is, and you're going to rescue the wizard. And, of course, life and death will require all these things. And then here are all of my weapons. Sometimes deals devastating blows, so it can do crits. And this will tell you a little more about the weapon if you didn't know. Basically, all of artifacts. This key is always wet with slime. I don't know what it's for. But anyway, yeah, that's a Wizard's Lizard. I like it. I think you might like it too. Of course, there will be links in the description. It's on Greenlight, so vote for it there if you want to see it on Steam. Otherwise, you just will have to get it from its particular site, which is just wizardslizard.com. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you enjoyed the game as well. I did. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.